Thank you for tuning in to Pure and Secure. Today we are going to be replacing the timer on our Mini Classic CT countertop distillers. And so to start with, we're going to be removing the 5 screws that are holding the top plate of the distiller in place. The 5 screws are going to be located on the sides and on the back. So we have 2 on the one side, 1 on the back, and then 2 on the other side. Once you have these screws removed, you can take the plate and lift it up and use the fan itself as a balance to hold the fan and the lid out of your way to do the exchange on the timer. Alright, once we have the top exposed and we are looking at our old timer, we're going to first remove the wires. It's always beneficial, take a photo before you start pulling wires off. That way you have a point of reference when you put the new one in, knowing exactly where the wires should be connected. They are very easy to pull off. Just reach down, give them a good yank. You may need to reach towards more of the connectors on themselves in order to wiggle them off a little bit. Sometimes they can be a little tight. But once you get the wires off, just move them out of the way. You'll use a 3/8 inch driver or socket to then remove the nut holding down the old timer. Alright, so as we're replacing the timer connections, it's sometimes easiest just to leave these wires connected as they are. Take your brand new timer, you're going to match up the numbers the same way and have it oriented the same direction. Take the individual wires off and just transfer them over to the new timer. That way you're not losing any track of any position of the wiring and just able to transfer everything right over. And once the wires are connected up, we can then remove the old timer. Old timer out. The new timer will come with a little bit of an O-ring spacer to place in first. The timer will slide down on. Then there will also be a spacer that comes with it. And then just a matter of getting that nut locked back down. Then move the plate back into place, tuck the wires in. Then reattach the screws, and you are good to go.